Hello everyone, a warm welcome to all of you in the today's session on EduTap, and I really believe that all of you are healthy and preparing well for our upcoming exams. So guys, if I am audible and visible to all of you, please give a thumbs up in the comment section so that we can begin this particular session. So guys, all of you are requested to give a thumbs up to me in the comment section so that we can begin this particular session. So I am getting the responses here. So guys, once again, a warm welcome to all of you in the today's top 50 MCQ session on EduTap, in which we are going to discuss the most important top 50 MCQs from the month of December 2022, and this is the part 3 of this particular series, जिसके अंदर we will be covering the top 50 MCQs, the general awareness MCQs which are relevant for RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade A and the SEBI Grade A exam. So guys, let me tell you that this session is a revision session, and that is why it is going to be a rapid fire one, and that is why all preparation the attempt of the questions is compulsory for all of you. The participation is compulsory for all of you in the today's session. ठीक है जी? So guys, this is the revision session of what you have covered in the past 1 week from the fast track sessions that we have covered in our YouTube channel. So hi Bruce, hi Nilesh. I think that your preparations for the upcoming exams are really going well. So now before beginning this session guys, I'm having a very important announcement for all of you that we at EduTap have launched comprehensive guidebook for all the aspirants of the NABARD Grade A, SEBI Grade A and the RBI Grade B exam. So guys, when I talk about this comprehensive guidebook, so this guidebook is basically a one-stop solution center for all your queries which are popping up in your mind as an aspirant. See, it can be about the organization, it can be about the exam, it can be about the preparation. For example, when I talk about the Reserve Bank of India, so what are the different departments in the Reserve Bank of India? What is exactly the role of the Reserve Bank of India in the Indian economy? Then when I talk about the exam, what is eligibility criteria, what is the pattern of the exam, what is the detailed syllabus? So everything has been covered in this particular one guidebook. And now when I talk about the third and the most important thing, that is the preparation, that is what are the different sources that you must use in order to clear this exam. So everything has been given in a very precise manner that is really very important as an aspirant for you to seek. And guys, that is why we are providing this ultimate comprehensive guidebook to all of you for all these particular exams. So what are you waiting for? Kindly download this book from the link given in the description of the video. Now let's back to the session. So here guys, at the end of the session, all of you are requested to tell me your scores out of 50, that what is exactly your score, because that is very important for all of you to tell me for your self analysis as well. Okay, so now I really believe that all of you are excited for the today's session for these top 50 MCQs. So now let's begin the session with the very first question here on the screen. The very first question is, All India Institute of Ayurveda has signed an MOU with which of the following international institutions? So एक यहाँ पर MOU साइन हुआ है ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ आयुर्वेद का, और आपको बताना है कि इसमें से कौन से ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ इस पर्टिकुलर MOU को साइन किया गया है टू प्रमोट फ्यूचरिस्टिक आयुर्वेद बाय ब्रिंगिंग अ सिनर्जी बिटवीन ट्रेडिशनल विजडम एंड मॉडर्न टूल्स एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. So guys, quickly tell me what is the right answer. What is the right answer? Please tell me in the comment section. Is it University of Medical Sciences Cuba, University of Traditional Medicines Japan, Rosenberg European Academy of Ayurveda Germany, both A and C, and all A, B and C? So guys, here the right answer to the question is option D, that is both A and C is the right answer. So Shashwat has answered the question correctly. Bruce was saying option E, Nilesh is saying option E. So guys, the right answer is option D, that is both A and C, that is the University of Medical Sciences and Cuba and Rosenberg European Academy of Ayurveda REAA in Germany. So this is the right answer. I hope that this is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. Next question is on a very important report, that is the World Malaria Report 2022, which is released by World Health Organization. और आपके सामने question ये है that about -% of the world's 247 million malaria infections and 6,19,000 deaths last year were in Africa. तो आपको बताना है कि जितने यहाँ पर टोटल 247 मिलियन मलेरिया इन्फेक्शंस हुए हैं, तो इसमें से जो अफ्रीका के अंदर हुए हैं वो कितना परसेंट है? दैट इज व्हाट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी. 80%, 95, 85, 90, 75. So please tell me the right answer in the comment section. What is the right answer, guys? World Malaria Report. Let me tell you that more than half of the malaria deaths were only in the 4 countries. What were those 4 countries? It was Nigeria, it was Tanzania, it was Democratic Republic of Congo, and the Niger. So these four countries, basically more than half of the malarial deaths were basically in these four particular countries. So now let me tell you the right answer to this question. The right answer is option B, that is 95%. So here you can see that the coronavirus pandemic interrupted efforts to control the malaria, resulting 63,000 additional deaths and 13 million more infections globally over a period of 2 years, and that is why it is a right answer. That is option B, 95%. I hope this is clear to all of you. Now guys, a very important point for all of you, and what it is, that is, whenever you find such kind of international organization in the news, kindly remember the important details of that. For example, when I talk about the WHO, तो क्या क्या क्वेश्चंस यहाँ से आ सकते हैं? WHO के डायरेक्टर जनरल कौन है, उसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, दैट इज डॉक्टर टेड्रोस एडनॉम. ये क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि वेयर इज द headquarter of the WHO, that is in the Geneva, Switzerland. It can also be the question. So you must prepare yourself just by asking questions to yourself, that what is exactly the different details of this particular organization which is there in the news, because this is a very important organization from the exam point of view. So I hope that this is clear to all of you guys, a very important part. Let's move on to the next question. Now next question is on the screen. You are required to tell me the name of the organizations which has established an international climate club to fight global warming. तो यहाँ पर जो क्वेश्चन है काफी इजी है आपके लिए. डिमांड क्वेश्चन की क्या है, बेसिकली इट इज आस्किंग यू द ग्रुप और द ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस नेम जिसने रिसेंटली एस्टैब्लिश किया है इंटरनेशनल क्लाइमेट क्लब को. उसका एम है टू फाइट ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. सो गाइस प्लीज टेल मी दैट व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन. So very good, Bruce Wayne. He has given really good details about the WHO. Now guys, let's focus on the next question. That is question number 3. So please tell me the name of that particular group and organization which has established an international climate club to fight global warming. So guys, let me tell you, when I talk about this particular question, see, the name of that particular group and organization which has launched the International Climate Club. This is basically an informal forum of the leading industrialized nations. Now I think that it is very easy for all of you to answer this question. That is option D, that is G7. So G7 is the right answer to this question. So Shashwat, Nilesh, Bruce and everybody has given the right answer. I'm really glad to see this, that your preparations are really going well. Now the question arises that what is the list of the countries which are basically the part of G7. Let me tell you that it is Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, UK and US. So guys, these are the 7 countries which are a part of this G7 group. This is a very important point, because when such kind of group is in the news, you are always required to remember that what is exactly the members. If there are only 5 to 6 members, then you must remember that particular part. Okay? Now there is one more important point that I'm having, that earlier this particular group was known as G8. Now you must be thinking that why now it is being known as G7, because Russia was removed from the group. And the reason was basically the Crimean crisis. You must have heard about the Crimean crisis, that Russia basically annexed Crimea, and that is when it was suspended from the group, and now the group was basically called G7 and not G8. And this basically incident happened in year 2014. A very important point, just for the knowledge point of view. ठीक है जी. Apart from that, let me tell you here guys that G7, अगर G7 के बारे में आपके सामने मैं question पूछूं, so please tell me in the comment section that basically which of the following countries is basically having the presidency of G7 for the year 2022. Let me see who will tell me the right answer. You have all the 7 names here. Please tell me what is the right answer to this question. Which country is basically having the presidency of G7 for the year 2022? Let me give you a hint that in year 2023, the country which is having the presidency is Japan. Okay, now please tell me what is the name of the country which is having the presidency of G7 in this year. And guys, this is basically the country whose name starts with G, that is Germany. So Germany is basically presently the country which is having the presidency of G7. Absolutely right. Nilesh, Shashwat, everybody has given the right answer. Bruce, that is Germany. So guys, that is how you are really required to prepare for the exam. Now let's move on to the next question. And the next question is on your screen. Which of the following organizations has released the State of the Global Water Resources Report 2021? So guys, this is basically the question here. very easy question, halwa question for all of you. We always tell you whenever the reports and indices are in the news, what you are required to cover. You are always the very first dimension that you must cover is the releasing body, जिसके ऊपर ये question पूछा गया है. So when I talk about the right answer, guys, it is option C, that is World Meteorological Organization. So as per the report, 3.6 billion people have inadequate access to water. A very important finding from this particular report, that 3.6 billion people have inadequate access to the water. So that is the right answer to this question. Now when I talk about the launch of this particular report, see, basically when I talk about this report, guys, this report aimed to support monitoring as well as the management of the groundwater, the global freshwater resources, and this was basically having a focus area, three focus areas, that is stream flow, terrestrial water storage and the cryosphere, that is basically the frozen water. ठीक है जी. और जब हम बात करते हैं वर्ल्ड मेट्रोलॉजिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की, इट वाज बेसिकली हेडक्वार्टर्ड इन Geneva, Switzerland. So all these questions are really very important for all of you. Let's move on to the next question. So guys, the next question is on the screen. Rail Vikas Nigam Limited has formed a joint venture company, and what is the aim of that company, of launching this company? That is to construct a railroad and other infrastructure projects in which of the following countries. तो इसमें से कौन सी वो कंट्री है जिसके अंदर बेसिकली इसको कंस्ट्रक्ट किया जाएगा? So guys, please tell me the right answer in the question. Question number 5 is here on the screen. So absolutely right, guys, it is option A, that is Kyrgyzstan. तो रेल विकास निगम लिमिटेड ने अपनी एक जॉइंट वेंचर कंपनी बनाई है इन द किर्गिस्तान. ठीक है जी, उसका एम हमने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया है. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो हु अमंग द फॉलोइंग हैज वन द मेडन वुमेन्स टेनिस एसोसिएशन WTA प्लेयर ऑफ द ईयर 2022 अवार्ड. सो द पिक्चर ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन इज हियर प्रेजेंटली बिफोर यू टू गिव अ हिंट, एंड नाउ you are required to recognize the name of that particular personality who has been awarded the Women's Tennis Association Player of the Year 2022 award. So guys, let me give you a small hint that this particular player belongs to the country, that is Poland. So she is a Polish player. So what is the right answer? Absolutely right, option D. Nilesh has answered the question correctly, that is Iga Swiatek is the right answer to this question. Now let's move on to the next question. So here Shaji KV has assumed charge as the chairman of which of the following organizations and institutes? So guys, a very direct question, a very easy question, and such kind of questions are really very important from the exam point of view कि recently जो appointments हैं इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन आते हैं एग्जाम के अंदर. तो शाजी केवी has assumed charge as the chairman, और आपको मुझे बताना है कि कौन सी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के वो बने. लेट मी गिव यू अ स्मॉल हिंट दैट दिस पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वाज बेसिकली established on 12th of July 1982 and it is headquartered in Mumbai. Now I think life is easier for you to answer this question. The right answer is option A, that is NABARD. So NABARD is the right answer, and now you are having a homework question that you are required to comment in the comment section after the end of the session that किस पर्सन को रिप्लेस किया है शाजी केवी ने एज द चेयरमैन ऑफ द नाबार्ड. ठीक है जी, दिस इज द क्वेश्चन, होमवर्क क्वेश्चन. नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center has signed an MOU with which of the following companies to design development of a two-stage to low Earth orbit all liquid small satellite launch vehicle. तो आपको ये बताना है कि यहाँ पर किस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ ये MOU साइन हुआ है. टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 and the right answer is option B, that is MTAR Technology. So guys, these are a very direct questions and that is why I'm just telling you the right answer and I'm moving towards the next question. ठीक है, काफी हलवा क्वेश्चन है, बहुत easy question है. Now let's move on to the next question. The next question is here on the screen. So Nilesh is saying that it is Chintala. So guys, quickly see, let me tell you here that please listen the question carefully, that particular person has been announced as a chairman of NABARD. So chairman who was basically earlier serving as a chairman of NABARD, that is what you are required to tell me. ठीक है जी. Now the next question, to the question number 9. Gamcha, which is a symbol of the culture and identity of which of the following states, उसको recently GI tag दिया गया है, and I am already getting the right answers from the people here. Absolutely right, option C, that is Assam. Next question, which of the following departments have signed an MOU to develop the Krishi Decision Support System? तो आपको ये बताना है कि इसमें से कौन से वो डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं जिन्होंने MOU साइन किया है to develop the Krishi Decision Support System. So all the people who are preparing for the NABARD, for them this particular question is a very important question. So guys, quickly tell me what is the right answer to the question number 9. And here I'm getting the right answers from the people. Absolutely right, guys. It is option D, that is both A and B. That is Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare and the Department of Space. So इन सब ने मिलकर इस particular कृषि DSS system को यहाँ पर launch किया है. And when I talk about this particular system, see guys, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare is developing this particular Krishi DSS system. What is the reason behind that? What is the aim behind that? That is to enhance the evidence-based decision making capability of all the stakeholders which are working in the agriculture sector, and that is why this particular system is going to be developed by the Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare and the Department of Department of Space. ठीक है जी, I hope this is clear. Absolutely right, guys. Everybody is given the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. So यहाँ पर अगला क्वेश्चन आपके सामने आता है on the World Wide Cost of Living Index, जहाँ पर कुछ डिटेल्स आपको मेंशन की गई हैं, but the question is the index has been released by which of the following organization? वो कौन सी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिसने इसको रिलीज किया है? लेट मी टेल यू दैट सिंगापुर एंड New York have become the most expensive cities in the world. They were on, basically these two cities have tied in this particular list and they were on the top of the position. And to the question number 11, absolutely right. The right answer is option C, that is Economist Intelligence Unit. So here you can see that on the top position it was New York and Singapore, followed by Tel Aviv in Israel and Hong Kong and Los Angeles, which once again have tied on the fourth position. I hope this is clear, guys. Absolutely right. Nilesh, Shashwat, you have given the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. So which of the following countries has confirmed the major breakthrough in the nuclear fusion resulting in release of more energy than was pumped in? So guys, quickly tell me the right answer. Sumite, Stupido, Banerjee, please tell me what is the right answer to the question number 12. Is it US, Germany, China, Japan, France? Let me see who will tell me the right answer in the comment section. Absolutely right to the question number 12. The right answer is United States. All the people who have given the right answer, absolutely right. That is option A, that is US. Absolutely right. Now the next question. European Union ने agree किया है to grant which of the following countries a membership candidate status. तो आपको ये बताना है कि इसमें से वो कौन सी countries हैं जिनको की recently European Union ने grant किया है the membership candidate status. Is it Ukraine, Moldova, Turkey, Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina? So guys, let me see who will tell me the right answer to the question number 13. So here, absolutely right, guys. The right answer is option E, that is Bosnia and Herzegovina. So here you can see some additional information has been given, guys. You can just read it on your own. Now let us move on to the next question. Next question is on the National Energy Conservation Day. So guys, the National Energy Conservation Day, a very important thing in order to conserve energy. This particular day is being celebrated. Now you are required to tell me that what is the right answer to this question. What is the day on which we basically celebrate the National Energy Conservation Day? See guys, let me tell you, let me give you, in the meantime, you just tell me the right answer. Let me give you some additional information which is relevant for you to cover. For example, when I talk about the organization in India which has basically implemented the Energy Conservation Act 2001, it was basically done by Bureau of Energy Efficiency. ठीक है जी, ये एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिसने एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन एक्ट को साइन किया था 2001 के अंदर. और जब हम बात करते हैं एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन वीक की, सी हियर आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन डे इन द क्वेश्चन, बट व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट दैट मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पावर is presently celebrating the Energy Conservation Week. And what is the timeline of that? It is 9th to 14th December. And now let me see what is the right answer to this question. I am getting the right answer. So Shashwat, Banerjee, Nilesh is giving the right answer. That is absolutely option D, 14th of December is the right answer. Now moving on to the next question. तो यहाँ पर बात हो रही है इंडिया की पहली मास सेगमेंट फ्लेक्स व्हील प्रोटोटाइप कार की, विच हैज बीन शोकेस्ड बाय मारुति सुजुकी. तो आपको बताना है कि बेसिकली कौन सी कार है जो कि विच हैज बीन शोकेस्ड एज इंडियाज फर्स्ट मास सेगमेंट फ्लेक्स फ्यूल प्रोटोटाइप कार. See guys, what makes this question important? These two words, that is India's first, that is what which is making this question very important from the exam point of view. Now let me tell you the right answer. It is option B, that is WagonR. So WagonR is the right answer. And here you can see that what is the speciality of this particular vehicle, that it has been designed to run on any ethanol petrol blend between 20% E20 and 85% of E85 fuel. So that is what is the right answer to this question. I hope this is clear, guys. Let's move on to the next question. So here you are required to tell me the country, the first country which is going to auction the satellite spectrum. This is a very easy answer, guys. See, whenever such kind of things happen, the first country, India's first, world's largest, world's smallest, world's tallest, so these kind of things always attracts attention of the examiner, and such kind of questions we always see in the exam. And now when I talk about the right answer to this question, so Himalayan rider is saying that it is option A, that is China, and Nilesh is saying it is option E, that is India. Absolutely right. Benisha, Shashwat, Nilesh, everyone has given the right answer. That is option E, that is India. Now the next question. Government of India has granted Geographical Indication Tag to 9 new products. We already told you that Assam ka Gamcha has been given the GI tag. Now guys, you are required to tell me that after giving these GI tags to 9 new products, what is the total number of products which has received the GI indication tag from the government of India? So let me see who will tell me the right answer. Absolutely right, Benisha, Nilesh. The right answer is option A, that is 432. Very well done. Let's move on to the next question. In India, tribal population makes up -% of the total population according to the 2011 census. See guys, let me tell you that जब तक 2021 का सेंसस यहाँ पर रिलीज नहीं किया जाता है, तब तक के लिए 2011 census is the most important one, and we have seen questions coming from this census in the RBI in the NABARD exam as well. So that is why you are required to cover this particular census very comprehensively here. So now when I talk about this particular question, so tribal population India के अंदर अगर हम बात करें कि इसका percentage from the total population, what is that? It is basically option D, that is 8.6%. So absolutely right. Those people who have given the 8.6% as the right answer, they are really right. Now let's move on to the next question. India has hosted first G20 finance and central bank deputy meeting. So you guys, we all know that India has basically assumed the presidency of G20, ठीक है, from this December. So now the question is कि India ने recently host किया है पहली G20 finance and central bank deputies meeting को, and now what is the right answer? You are basically required to tell me that at which place this particular conference was held. So absolutely right. It is basically option D, that is Bangalore, Karnataka is the right answer to the question. Absolutely right, option D is the right answer. Now moving on to the next question. So here you are required to tell me the name of the company जो कि बनी है इंडिया की पहली first carbon neutral power exchange. So guys, which of the following companies has become India's first carbon neutral power exchange? See guys, once again I'm giving emphasis on this, India's first. So that is what is making it more important. And guys, the right answer is Indian Energy Exchange is the right answer to this question number 20. Now the next question. Which of the following organizations has launched Aspirational District program to digitally empower and skill over 3.5 million people? So guys, यहाँ पर आपको मुझे बताना है कि यहाँ पर इसमें से कौन सी वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिसने की लॉन्च किया है एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्रोग्राम. उसका एम क्या है? दैट इज टू डिजिटली एम्पावर एंड स्किल ओवर 3.5 मिलियन पीपल. एब्सोल्युटली राइट, इट इज ऑप्शन D, that is NASSCOM Foundation. So NASSCOM Foundation is the right answer to the question number 21. That is option D. तो timeline अगर हम बात करें इस प्रोग्राम के, it is by March 2024. They are aiming to achieve this particular target, and the location will be what? That is the remote and backward areas of India. That is what the right answer is. Now let's move on to the next question. So अगला question आपकी स्क्रीन पर, it is you are required to tell me the name of the country जिसको recently remove किया गया है by UN ECOSOC, जिसने वोट किया है टू रिमूव दैट पर्टिकुलर कंट्री फ्रॉम इट्स वुमेन्स राइट बॉडी, दैट इज यूनाइटेड नेशंस कमीशन ऑन द स्टेटस ऑफ वुमेन. सो यहाँ पर मैं आपको बता दूं उस पर्टिकुलर कंट्री के अंदर व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैपेंड इज वन ऑफ द वुमेन जस्ट लॉस्ट हर लाइफ इन द पुलिस कस्टडी, एंड ड्यू टू दैट देयर आर लॉट ऑफ प्रोटेस्ट व्हिच आर गोइंग थ्रू अक्रॉस द कंट्री, एंड एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ दैट यूएन ECOSOC has voted that country to remove from its UNCSW, that is United Nations Commission on the Status of Women. And guys, the right answer to this question is absolutely Sudipto, Benisha, Nilesh, absolutely all of you have given the right answer. That is option B, Iran. Iran is the right answer. Now next move on to the next question. So as per the report, top 100 arms producing and military services companies 2021, which is being prepared by SIPRI. What is the question? The question is which of the following Indian companies has featured among top 100 global arms manufacturers? तो वो कौन सी इंडियन कंपनीज है जिसने फीचर किया है इन द टॉप 100 ग्लोबल आर्म मैन्युफैक्चरर्स? दैट इज व्हाट द क्वेश्चन इज ऑल अबाउट. So guys, here when I talk about the right answer, it is absolutely option A, that is HAL. So HAL is the right answer to this question. So some people are saying that it is option E, that is both 1 and 3. Guys, it is not the right answer. Let me tell you the two organizations, which are Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, which is on the 42nd position, and Bharat Electronics Limited, that is BEL, which is ranked 63rd. See guys, let me tell you that BHEL and BEL, they are absolutely two different organizations. ठीक है, कभी इसमें कंफ्यूज मत होना कि ये सेम ही है. This is not the right part. ठीक है. So here basically it is HEL and BEL which has featured in the top 100 global arms manufacturers list. Now moving on to the next question. Global Wage Report 2022-2023, इसमें से कौन सी organization ने निकाली है? A very important question and a very important report. So guys, when I talk about this particular report, let me tell you let me give you some hint that this particular organization's headquarter is in Geneva, Switzerland, and when I talk about the Director General of this particular organization, it is Mr. Gilbert Ongbo. ठीक है जी. So now I hope that this is very easy for you to answer this question. That is option C is the right answer. That is ILO. That is what the right answer to this particular question. Absolutely right guys. Now let's move on to the next question. So Indian government ने recently allow किया है श्रीलंकन्स को to hold what amount of worth of Indian rupees in cash. कितना अमाउंट वो फिजिकल फॉर्म में यहाँ पर अपने पास रख सकते हैं द श्रीलंकन्स हु आर विजिटिंग इंडिया? व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर? अ वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन गाइस, एंड सच काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस वी हैव सीन इन द एग्जाम. एंड नाउ व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द राइट आंसर, इट इज ऑप्शन ई, दैट इज $10,000, which is the amount that the Sri Lankans can cap in the Indian rupees in cash form. Okay, I hope this is clear guys. Absolutely right. It is option E, that is $10,000. Now moving on to the next question. As per the data released by Ministry of Commerce and Industry, the wholesale price index based inflation has declined. और आपको बताना है कि कितना वो डिक्लाइन हुआ है, टू व्हाट लेवल्स इन नवंबर 2022. दैट इज व्हाट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी द क्वेश्चन नंबर 26. सो लेट मी सी व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन. एंड एब्सोल्युटली राइट गाइस, ऑल ऑफ यू गिवन द राइट आंसर. दैट इज ऑप्शन सी, 5.85%. So WPI has dropped to 21-month low to 5.85% in November 2022. That is the right answer. Benisha Nilesh has given the right answer. Bruce, Savan, everybody has given the right answer. Well done guys. I really believe that you are really going to ace in the exam. Now the next question. Viasat, see guys, Viasat ने पार्टनरशिप की है इसमें से कौन सी कंपनी के साथ to deliver satellite internet access to 10 million people across the world by 2025? See, there are a lot of different dimensions to this question. What are those dimensions? First of all, the company, the parties which have signed the MOU. We always tell you that whenever there is an MOU, what you are required to cover. You are really required to cover first of all the parties which are involved. Second, what is the aim of that particular MOU, and the third one is also the year by which you will be achieving that particular target, if there is any. For example, here the part is Viasat, second part is you are really required to tell me the question. Now what is the aim? That is to deliver सैटेलाइट इंटरनेट एक्सेस टू 10 मिलियन पीपल. सी 10 मिलियन लोगों को सैटेलाइट इंटरनेट एक्सेस प्रोवाइड किया जाएगा, बट बाय विच ईयर? बाय ईयर 2025. सो दैट इज व्हाट द इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, एंड द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन डी, दैट इज माइक्रोसॉफ्ट. एब्सोल्युटली राइट, एवरीबॉडी हैज गिवन द राइट आंसर. नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कंपनीज हैज बिकम द ऑफिशियल पार्टनर of FIH Odisha Hockey Men's World Cup 2023? See guys, we all have seen that FIFA World Cup is over, but now when I talk about this particular part, the next World Cup is going to take place in 2023. FIFA is a football. Now when I talk about hockey, so FIH Odisha Hockey Men's World Cup 2023, ये यहाँ पर आपको पता है उड़ीसा के अंदर होने वाला है, and the country which has become the official partner, the company is option A, that is Tata Steel. Absolutely right, Tata Steel is the right answer. Now the next question. Cotton Textile Export Promotion Council and the Cotton Corporation of India have signed an MOU on branding, traceability and certification of these particular cotton in India. So you are just required to tell me कि ये कौन सी cotton के लिए basically ये हमारा sign हुआ है MOU. ठीक है? Is it Supriya, Kasturi, Anjali, Surbhi and Suvin? So guys, here the right answer is option B, that is Kasturi. Next question. Which edition of Indo-Kazakhstan Joint Military Exercise, that is Kazan 2022? See guys, this is a question from the defense exercises. ठीक है, क्या यहाँ पे याद रखने की जरूरत है आपको? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द कंट्रीज विच आर पार्टिसिपेटिंग, एंड द नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज द वेन्यू ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर एक्सरसाइज. ठीक है, नाम आपके सामने गिवन है, दैट इज काजिन. लोकेशन यहाँ पे गिवन है, वेन्यू गिवन है, दैट इज मेघालय, और आपको बताना है कि वो दूसरी कंट्री, एंड दैट इज, आई थिंक दैट इज वेरी इजी टू आइडेंटिफाई फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट. दैट इज कजाकिस्तान। अब आपके सामने क्वेश्चन ये है कि कौन सा एडिशन था। सो द एडिशन इज बेसिकली ऑप्शन ई, दैट इज 6। तो 6 एडिशन है। अर्लियर दिस पर्टिकुलर एक्सरसाइज वाज नोन एज प्रबल दोस्ती एंड नाउ इट इज बीइंग रीनेम्ड एज एक्स काजन इन ईयर 2018। नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, fifth edition of Youth Co-Lab India 2022-2023 for young entrepreneurs has been launched by which of the following entities? So guys, a very important question. Let me tell you that the right answer here is basically option E, that is all A, B and C. Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog, UNDP India and CT Foundation. So let me give you some important additional information about this. That this particular Youth Co-Lab India initiative was basically launched in year 2019. ठीक है जी, 2019 के अंदर बेसिकली इसको लॉन्च किया गया था। लॉन्च किसने किया था? ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के नाम गिवन है, दैट इज अटल इनोवेशन मिशन, यूएनडीपी इंडिया एंड सिटी फाउंडेशन। इन्होंने मिलकर कलेक्टिवली इसको लॉन्च किया था। एंड नाउ till now this particular initiative has been implemented in 28 countries and territories. ठीक है जी, so this is basically the right part about that. Now let me give you another important information that ये जो youth को lab करके initiative है ना, इसको बेसिकली अर्लियर इन 2017 लॉन्च किया था यूएनडीपी ने अलॉन्ग विद सिटी फाउंडेशन। ठीक है, पहले 2017 में इन दोनों ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस ने इसको लॉन्च किया था। उसका एम क्या था? इट वाज टू टैकल द चैलेंजेस जो हमारा यूथ फेस कर रहा है। ठीक है, इन ऑर्डर टू फाइंड द सॉल्यूशंस दैट द ग्लोबली द कंट्रीज आर फेसिंग इन ऑर्डर टू अचीव द सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स। ठीक है, तो ऐसे चैलेंजेस को बेसिकली एड्रेस करने के लिए ये पर्टिकुलर यूथ को लैब को लॉन्च किया गया था। 2019 में यूथ को लैब इंडिया इनिशिएटिव लॉन्च हुआ, 2017 में यूथ को लैब इनिशिएटिव लॉन्च हुआ। ठीक है, देयर इज अ क्वाइट अ डिफरेंस हियर दैट यू मस्ट रिमेंबर फ्रॉम द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू। नाउ मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। सो रिसेंटली एज पर द रीसेंट न्यूज, ईएसआईसी ने अकॉर्ड किया है अप्रूवल टू इन्वेस्ट अप टू -% ऑफ सरप्लस फंड्स इन स्टॉक मार्केट थ्रू ETFs. ETFs guys, that is exchange traded fund. It is a type of pooled investment security that operates much like mutual fund. ठीक है जी, तो आपको मुझे बताना है कि बेसिकली क्या वो परसेंटेज है जो कि रिसेंटली यहां पर अप्रूव की गई है बाय ईएसआईसी। हियर गाइस इट इज 15%, दैट इज ऑप्शन डी। नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, इंडियन रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी डेवलपमेंट एजेंसी हैज साइंड अ लोन एग्रीमेंट। तो लोन एग्रीमेंट किसके साथ साइन हुआ है? विद एसजीईएल फॉर 1000 मेगावाट सोलर प्रोजेक्ट इन बीकानेर राजस्थान। और आपको मुझे बताना है कि जो लोन एग्रीमेंट है ये कितने अमाउंट का है। सी गाइस, लोन एग्रीमेंट किसके बीच में साइन हुआ? दैट इज इरडा एंड एसजीईएल, दैट इज एसजेवीएन ग्रीन एनर्जी लिमिटेड। और किस लिए हुआ है? 1000 मेगावाट सोलर प्रोजेक्ट के लिए जो कि बीकानेर राजस्थान में बनाया जाएगा। एंड व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द अमाउंट इज बेसिकली ऑप्शन डी, दैट इज 4444.71 crore, that is 4444.71 crore. That is the amount of loan agreement which has been signed between these two organizations. And most of the people have given the right answer. Absolutely, the right answer is option D. Now moving on to the next question. So guys, अगले question है basically recently one of the person has been re-elected as the prime minister and you are required to tell me the name of the country जिसके वो prime minister बने हैं. When I talk about the person is Matt Frederiksen. So Matt Frederiksen has basically been re-elected as the prime minister. Let me give you a small hint that the capital of that particular country is Copenhagen. Now I think life is easier for you to answer this question. The capital of that country is Copenhagen, and when I talk about the currency, it is Danish krone. Now I think that it is very easy for you. Absolutely. Banisha, Nilesh, Pritish, Bruce, everybody is given the right answer. That is option A, Denmark. Now the next question. ICAR इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट ने डेवलप किया है एक न्यू ड्रॉट रेसिस्टेंट डैश वेराइटी जिसका नाम रखा है पूसा JG16 और आपको मुझे बताना है कि व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर। सी गाइस, लेट मी गिव यू वेरी बिग हिंट हियर दैट the picture of that particular part is basically given to you on your screen. So now I think that it is very easier for you to answer this question. This is one of the favorites of all the Indians. And now when I talk about the right answer, it is option C, that is chickpea. Chickpea is the right answer. Absolutely right. Venetia, Bruce have given the right answer. Now the next question. Which of the following organizations has released the report that is striving for clean air, air pollution and public health in South Asia? तो आपको मुझे बताना है कि इसमें से कौन सी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिसने इस रिपोर्ट को रिलीज किया है। And absolutely right. It is option B, that is World Bank. Now the next question. International Energy Agency की annual report release हुई, that is coal 2022 analysis and forecast to 2025. तो इस particular report के according इंडिया का जो annual coal production है it will exceed dash tons by year 2025. See guys, let me tell you that whenever such kind of reports are being released, releasing body तो आपको यहाँ पर already दी गई है, but a question can also come up on the findings of that particular report. जैसे कि इस रिपोर्ट ने फाइंड किया कि इंडिया का जो एनुअल कोल प्रोडक्शन है, it will exceed dash tons by 2025, and what is that amount? It is basically option B, that is 1 billion. So guys, these kind of milestone achievements, and whenever timeline of such kind of achievements has been given, that it is forecasted that India is going to achieve that particular achievement in that year, so you are really required to remember the achievement as well as the year from the exam point of view. Now the next question: which of the following has become the first small finance bank to be inducted for the Sparsh program? So let me tell you that this particular bank has basically signed an agreement with the defense ministry here. और मैं जब बात करूं इस पर्टिकुलर स्मॉल फाइनेंस बैंक की, मैं आपको एक छोटी सी हिंट देता हूं कि ये जो स्मॉल फाइनेंस बैंक है, इसका हेडक्वार्टर है चेन्नई के अंदर. Now I think you can very easily identify that what is the right answer. So absolutely right guys, the right answer is option D, that is Equitas Small Finance Bank. Now the next question: HDFC Securities ने recently अपना एक एजुकेशन प्लेटफॉर्म लॉन्च किया है जिसका नाम आपको मुझे बताना है कमेंट सेक्शन के अंदर. When I talk about that platform, it provides comprehensive investor education and market analysis. Now when I talk about the right answer, it is option C, that is Roots. So Roots is that platform launched by HDFC Securities. Now the next question: US and France ने recently SWOT satellite को launch किया है to map world's oceans, rivers, lakes. And when I talk about whenever such kind of satellites are being launched, you are always required to remember if there is such kind of acronym, what is exactly the full form of that acronym. For example, here the question is SWOT. So SWOT, what exactly T stands for in SWOT, that is what the right question here. So guys, when I talk about the right answer, when I talk about the full form of SWOT, it is basically surface, water and ocean topography. And here when I talk about the right answer, it is option D, that is topography. That is the right answer to this question. Now the next question. So guys, the question is basically you are required to tell me the name of the Indian group which has launched the FMCG brand, that is Independence कण कण में भारत. तो इंडिपेंडेंस कण कण में भारत, इसमें कौन से एफएमसीजी ब्रांड ने ये हमारा एक ब्रांड लॉन्च किया है, दैट इज व्हाट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी हियर. अदानी, बजाज, रिलायंस, टाटा, महिंद्रा. क्या है इस क्वेश्चन का सही आंसर? लेट मी सी व्हाट द पीपल आर सेइंग. एब्सोल्युटली राइट गाइस, इट इज ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज रिलायंस. नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन: which of the following players has been named men's इंटरनेशनल टेनिस फेडरेशन वर्ल्ड चैंपियन 2022. तो यहाँ पर गाइज हम ऑलरेडी वुमेन्स का हम कर चुके हैं डिस्कस. दैट वाज पॉलिश प्लेयर इगा स्वातिक. एंड नाउ यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी द पर्सन हु हैज बीन नेम्ड मेंस इंटरनेशनल टेनिस फेडरेशन, एंड ही इज द लेजेंडरी ऑप्शन ए, राफेल नडाल. सो राफेल नडाल इज द राइट आंसर गाइज, एंड यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी द कंट्री फ्रॉम विच ही बिलोंग्स टू इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. From which country he basically belongs to, quickly tell me in the comment section box. Now the next question: 16th edition of India Nepal joint training exercise जो कि सलझांदी नेपाल के अंदर recently conduct की गई है. See guys, not every time that the name of the exercise will be given to you. This time it is in the question. The name of the countries participating is given, the location is given. You are just required to tell me that what is exactly the name of that particular exercise. Absolutely right guys, it is option D, that is Surya Kiran. So Surya Kiran is the right answer. I really believe absolutely right. So here Benisha Shashit Bruce is giving me the right answer. That is the country from which Rafael Nadal belongs to. Absolutely right guys. You are really going smooth today. Now the next question is on the screen. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India and NSDC के बीच में एक MOU साइन हुआ है. The MOU is to provide digital skill training to more than dash young people across the country. See guys, यहाँ पर बस आपके सामने क्वेश्चन ये है कि कौन सी बेसिकली कितने लोगों को यहाँ पर डिजिटल स्किल ट्रेनिंग प्रोवाइड करने वाले हैं. एंड हियर गाइस द राइट आंसर इज 1600 people. That is the right answer. Next question: Renew has signed a pact with which of the following companies to supply 150 megawatt green energy from its solar site near Bikaner in Rajasthan? So let me see who will tell me the right answer to this question. So guys, quickly tell me what is the right answer. Question number 45. Renew ने साइन किया है पैक्ट कौन सी कंपनी के साथ टू सप्लाई 150 मेगावाट ग्रीन एनर्जी फ्रॉम इट्स सोलर साइट नियर बीकानेर इन राजस्थान? Absolutely right guys, it is option A, that is Microsoft India. Now the next question: which of the following countries has launched the group of friends at the United Nations Security Council? A very important question. I am marking the star here. This question can come in the exam guys, because this is such kind of a group which has been launched by one of the countries here. What is the name of that particular country which has launched this group? France, India, Israel, USA and Japan. See guys, the right answer is our lovely India. So India ने इस particular group को launch किया है. When I talk about the group of friends, why it has been launched, that is टू प्रमोट अकाउंटेबिलिटी फॉर द क्राइम्स अगेंस्ट द पीस कीपर्स। जो हमारे पीस कीपर्स हैं उनके अगेंस्ट जो क्राइम होते हैं उसकी अकाउंटेबिलिटी के लिए यहां पर इस पर्टिकुलर ग्रुप को लॉन्च किया गया है। व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द मेंबर्स हियर, देयर आर 6 कंट्रीज व्हिच आर द co-chair of this particular group. Let me tell you the name of those countries as well. That is India, Bangladesh, Egypt, France, Morocco, Nepal. These countries are the co-chair for the group of friends which has been launched. ठीक है जी, I really believe that this is very much clear to all of you. All of you have given the right answer. That is absolutely right. Now the next question. So PM मोदी ने यहाँ पर गृह प्रवेश प्रोग्राम को लॉन्च किया है for over 2 lakh beneficiaries in which of the following states. Let me tell you that this particular program was basically launched under PM आवास योजना। ठीक है जी, तो यहां पर मैं आपको बता दूं कि इस योजना के बेसिकली 2 कंपोनेंट्स हैं, वन इज अर्बन, वन इज रूरल। तो यहां पर सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये है कि व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द अर्बन, तो अर्बन की अगर हम बात करें, इट वाज लॉन्च इन ईयर 2015। ठीक है, और ये कौन सी मिनिस्ट्री के अंडर आता है? इट इज मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हाउसिंग एंड अर्बन अफेयर्स। ठीक है जी, व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द रूरल, इट वाज लॉन्च इन ईयर 2016 and it is basically the ministry which is basically looking out that the nodal ministry for this program is मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ रूरल डेवलपमेंट। ठीक है जी, तो यहां पर सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है गाइज, जो यहां पर स्टूडेंट्स बेसिकली कंफ्यूज होते हैं, मैंने आपको बता दिया है। एंड व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द राइट आंसर, इट इज ऑप्शन डी, दैट इज त्रिपुरा, जो कि सबने दिया इस क्वेश्चन का सही आंसर। एब्सोल्युटली राइट, इट इज रूरल के लिए MORD, अर्बन के लिए मिनिस्टर ऑफ हाउसिंग अर्बन अफेयर्स। क्विक ये याद रखिएगा एग्जाम के लिए। बढ़ते हैं अगले क्वेश्चन की तरफ। धरती एग्रोकेमिकल प्राइवेट लिमिटेड हैज लॉन्च वर्ल्ड्स फर्स्ट GMS बेस्ड डैश हाइब्रिड्स। तो यहां पर आपको मुझे बताना है कि GMS बेस्ड कौन से हाइब्रिड यहां पर लॉन्च किए हैं? चिकपी के हैं, कॉटन, मेज पोटैटो, काउपी के हैं। Let me tell you the name of these 3 hybrids which have been launched. These 3 hybrids are Bubbly, Shirley and Purvaja. So these are the 3 hybrids which have been launched. The name of these hybrids which have been given. The right answer is option E, that is Cowpea. Absolutely right. Benisha, Bruce, Pritish, Deepak, everybody has given the right answer. That is option E, Cowpea is the right answer. Now the next question. Indian women hockey team has won FIH Hockey Women's Nation कप बाय डिफीटिंग विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग नेशन। तो इसमें से कौन सी वो नेशन है जिसको यहां पर हराया है FIH हॉकी वुमेन्स नेशन कप को जीतने के लिए इंडिया की टीम ने? गाइस, अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन। आई रियली बिलीव कि आपको पता है कि फीफा वर्ल्ड कप में किस कंट्री ने जीता है और किसको हराया है, बट यहां पर ऐसे जो हमारे टूर्नामेंट है वो भी आपको पता होने चाहिए, क्योंकि क्वेश्चंस ऑन सच काइंड ऑफ टूर्नामेंट्स आर आल्सो बीइंग आस्क्ड इन द एग्जाम। सो व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द राइट आंसर, इट इज option D, that is Spain. Absolutely right. All of you have given the right answer. The right answer is option D, that is Spain. So now guys, we are moving towards the last question of our today's session, and this is for all the FIFA lovers, all the soccer lovers. So guys, quickly tell me the right answer. We all know that Argentina has defeated France in the final basically to win the 22nd edition of FIFA Men's World Cup 2022 under the captaincy of Lionel Messi. And now the question is कि कौन सी वो country है which stood at the 3rd place at the World Cup? So guys, a very important question, and now let me give you a very small hint that the capital of that particular country is Zagreb. Now I think that the life will be easier for you to answer this question. That is option C, that is Croatia. Absolutely right. All of you have given the right answer. That is option C, C for Croatia. Now guys, a very very important point for all of you, that all of you now please quickly tell me in the comment section. This is the last question of our today's session, and the question is, see, at the end of this particular tournament some kind of individual awards are being given. ठीक है, तो जब when I talk about the golden ball, तो golden ball award is being given to the favorite player of that particular tournament. ठीक है, the most good performing person. So when I talk about the golden ball, it was basically won by Lionel Messi, the captain of Argentina team. Now when I talk about the golden glove, that is to be given to the best goalkeeper of the tournament, it is basically Emi Martinez. And now when I talk about the person who has got the golden boot, as you can see here, it has been won by Kylian Mbappe of France. So guys, this was a very very important part, and this can also be asked in the exam. So I really believe that all such kind of information is being very much clear to all of you, and you will really ace the exam. Now guys, if you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of these sessions. Now this is a time that you are required to tell me that what exactly your scores are in the comment section. And guys, do not forget to tell me your scores, because it is really very important to analyze basically it is really very important to analyze that what is exactly your strong areas, what is exactly your weak areas. Strong areas को strong बनाए रखना है, weak areas को काम करना है और उसको अपनी strength में convert करना है. Now I just basically remember that one of the person has basically asked the question that sir important days में यहाँ पर problem आ रही है उनको. See guys, you are always required to understand that what is the dimension that is going to be asked from that question. For example, when I talk about the important days, तो उसकी अगर हम dimensions की बात करें, dimensions की अगर हम बात करें तो सबसे पहली चीज आती है date, कि कौन सी date को उस हम day को celebrate करते हैं. ठीक है. The next thing that is important is the theme, that what is exactly the theme for that particular year. And the third important part is basically that if there is any host country तो आपको उसका नाम भी पता होना चाहिए. So these three dimensions must be very much clear to you, that what is exactly the question which can be asked. So it can be on these three lines only, that is a date, theme and the host country for that particular day. ठीक है. So this is what you are really required to remember. Now I think that it is very easy for you to basically cover these important days. ठीक है जी. I hope this is clear. So जिसने क्वेश्चन पूछा था, I think that that particular question is very much clear. So I really believe that today's session was very much useful and fruitful to all of you. And guys, you must have enjoyed the session. If you have liked the video, you can just post your comments in the comment section. And if you are having any more queries, you can just ask it to me, or you can just mail it to us at hello@edutap.co.in, and you can also call us at 814-620-7241. So guys, I really believe that there are no more queries because there are not any questions in the comment section. So I think we can conclude this particular session. So guys, thank you for joining us. Wish you all